Hey, how's it going? I know I said I was going to do a TF2 video, but I changed my mind. It's just how it goes, right? So, the Nintendo Switch. I like it. It has Dark Souls, I mean Breath of the Wild. It has Mario Kart, Odyssey, yada 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 yada. And now here's a video I found. 10 things you didn't know your Nintendo Switch could do. Why hiding the dislikes? I did some digging and I found out other videos haven't hid the dislikes. So why has this one? Well, let's find out.
Welcome back to TheGamer. Today we're talking about the ultra-popular Nintendo Switch. Yes, we know the Switch blew away audiences when it debuted in March of 2017, but much like an onion, this little device has layers of goodness we're still peeling back.
But I thought onions made you cry. I don't like onions.
That's right, we're going to do a rundown on the capabilities you probably didn't know your Switch had. If you're a fan of our work, support our team by liking this video and subscribing to our channel.
No.
Minecraft Story Mode is coming.
10 things I didn't know my Switch could do. Apparently playing games is one of them. Good job, TheGamer. I didn't know my Switch could play Minecraft Story Mode, a shitty Telltale game. Thanks for letting me know this really useful information I'm just dying to hear. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to roll with this. I mean, I don't think they're going to just leave it at that.
Alright guys, here's one we know you don't know because it was just announced the day that this video was made.
The Switch has an announcements feature where it will tell you the latest news and what has been recently added. And I'm pretty sure on August the 14th, when this video was made, that they would have announced Minecraft Story Mode being released.
Minecraft Story Mode, the complete adventure, will be available in North America August 22nd and Europe later this month. That's right, the ultra-popular gaming system and the top-selling game have finally brought Story Mode to the Nintendo Switch.
Ah, but Mr. TheGamer, we know the Switch can play games, and I'm not surprised our Switch can play a Telltale game or Minecraft. Tell us something I don't know my Switch can do.
For those who aren't familiar, Story Mode is, well, the Story Mode version of Minecraft.
Ah, right. You're an advertisement. Go away, please. No one wants you.
Players assume the role of Jesse, voiced by Patton Oswalt if you decide to be male, hilarious by the way, or Catherine Tabor if you decide to be female. Additionally, Corey Feldman plays a role.
I don't know who any of these people are, I don't care who these people are, and judging by the time of the video, I'm just gonna guess that you did this because it gets to 10 minutes.
Frame rate hack.
Frame rate hack. Why are you trying to show us a hack when it's supposed to be a feature that our Nintendo Switch has hidden away? Hacks aren't working like that. That's an exploit.
I'll be fully honest here. This little hack has been pretty well documented since it was discovered earlier this year.
I've never heard about it, so it can't have been that fully documented.
But for those who don't know, this hack is so important, we couldn't leave it out of this video.
Because the Minecraft didn't get us to 10 minutes alone.
It's an absolute necessity that you know about this hack.
Is it though? I mean, every time I play a game on my Switch, no matter what game it is, I'm getting a constantly good frame rate. Even when I'm in places I've never been before in a game. I don't see why it's a necessity if it works perfectly fine on its own.
So, let's talk about the frame rate.
What a perfect time to show Minecraft.
One of the reasons we all love the Switch
What a perfect time to show a 1-2 switch.
is that it has an impressive catalog of games available to play. It's no surprise that some of these games, such as Zelda, can be a bit demanding on the hardware and the software.
Well, mine works fine, even in portable and when I've got it docked. I don't see any problems, I don't hear a fan in the Switch go off, I don't hear anything bad, and I don't see anything bad. No glitches, no bugs, no problems. It works fine.
Have you ever noticed your Switch occasionally glitch or drop a few frames as if it's lagging?
No.
Well, if you weren't playing online and were getting some glitchy dropped frames, we may have a fix for that. This one involves your Wi-Fi. That's right, as with all software, bugs happen, and this one has to do with the Switch scanning for available Wi-Fi networks.
Oh, irony. Your Minecraft advertisement and this so-called hack is apparently a feature, but scanning for wireless connections is a bug.
Every time the Switch scans for a network, the game glitches.
Then play closer to your modem.
We see this occasionally on some computers.
Do you guys actually still use wireless connections on your computer? And when I had a wireless connection for my computer, my games did not lag when it was trying to scan for a network. It just disconnected me. I don't know where you've got this analogy from.
So it's not surprising to see this on the Switch, but the fix is simple. Go to airplane mode or turn off your auto connect.
I'll just get a better provider. Yeah.
Done. Now go enjoy your Switch glitch-free with a little extra battery juice to go on the side.
Translation: enjoy your unchanged Switch and enjoy the extra battery life.
Play games meant for other countries.
I think I know where this is going.
That's right. If you weren't already amazed by the catalog that includes Zelda, Minecraft, Mario Kart, and Street Fighter, Nintendo has your back. Due to the Switch's popularity, game designers have ramped up production and are pumping out the content. If you're still not satisfied, the Nintendo Switch has one last trick up its sleeve. Yep, this one is called the Nintendo eShop hack.
I'm starting to think you have a fetish for this word. You do like using it a lot. Frame rate hack, eShop hack, Minecraft advertisement hack.
Though it's not much of a hack.
Don't worry, the other one wasn't either.
Much like any app store on any mobile device, the Nintendo eShop is very similar, but there's one minor twist. Normally, eShops and app stores are segregated by country. It's pretty obvious why, however, there's one major side effect: fewer games for the gamer. Also, it's usually pretty difficult to change. Well, on the Nintendo Switch, gamers have found that by simply creating a new account with, say, Japan selected as the player's country of origin, the Nintendo Switch will load up that particular country's eShop.
The PlayStation 3 was quite similar with this. You made an account in America and you got American games instead of the Europe games, and Asia games for a Japanese account or Chinese account. Anybody remember Free Realms? DC Universe Online? The Agency? Yeah. I bet no one actually remembers them.
Pretty awesome! Now all you have to do is create accounts for your favorite countries and voila! You can play with their eShops. What a great way to acquire some culture and never ever get bored.
I guess Fowes isn't on the American store then? Because it's here in Europe. So it's not just Japan.
If you do still get bored, maybe it's time you put the Switch down for a while. Online is free, for now.
That is still not a feature. That is just Nintendo wanting more money.
For right now and lasting through fall of 2017, Nintendo Switch users are free to play online. The end date hasn't been officially provided, though we know the end is right around the corner. This is interesting because we're right at the crossroads of a new pricing strategy. Going forward, Nintendo has announced that they'll be following the online monthly subscription service for their games. It'll be similar to the Xbox.
Which is shit.
This'll be extremely annoying. What was once free will soon cost money, but hopefully the money spent to play online will purchase dedicated servers.
Dedicated servers. Were you being serious? Please tell me you weren't being serious. Splatoon uses console-to-console connection, and I'm sure Mario Kart follows suit, because the match always lags at the start.
And the online play will be top-notch. However, if you still find this unbearably annoying, there is still one minor workaround. One of the best features about the Nintendo Switch is its local gameplay ability.
Blatantly ignoring the fact that multiplayer exists is not a workaround. That's just ignoring it. I've got friends with Switches in other towns to where I live, and if I want to play with them, I'm going to have to buy the Nintendo Switch Online access, and they're going to have to too. Or unless we can manage to meet up, which is very unlikely. A workaround is finding a way to play online without paying for it, which is not going to happen, so that's just more false advertisement.
That's right, 8 Nintendo Switch players can meet up locally, connect, and game. Playing with buddies in the same room, hands down, is always the best way to game.
Unless you live nowhere near each other, and you can't do this.
One of the best features on the 3DS made the journey to the Switch, and we couldn't be happier. Until the new pricing goes into effect, we recommend you game, and game hard, because it will soon start costing you money. Suspend and resume functionality.
Holy shit, is this actually a fucking feature?
That's right, suspend and resume functionality. Have you ever noticed that your Switch is like a phone?
No, because it's not.
As in, a lot like your phone?
Can the Switch send text messages? Can the Switch call people? Can I receive text messages? Can I email people? No? Then it's not like a fucking phone at all, and more like a gaming device, which is what it was, and always will be.
Clicks on and off, there aren't long boot times, etc.
Notice how he just goes right off the topic. Yeah, you can't back that shit up.
That's because the Nintendo Switch uses an ARM processor instead of the traditional x86 found on Xbox Ones and PS4s. These ARMs are found on most mobile devices, which is why your Switch behaves like a phone.
Do you have a brain? Do you actually have a brain? The Switch does not act like a phone in any circumstance.
On most traditional consoles, almost every game requires an internet connection to battle, and this is where one of the Switch's greatest selling points comes in. Think about it.
Think about it, because we sure as hell didn't.
The Switch was designed primarily to be highly portable. What does that mean? It means users will likely need the Switch to work without internet connections available. Thusly, one of the Switch's greatest selling points is that, unlike its console counterparts, most of its games are designed to be played without internet.
No, that's not why people bought the Switch. People don't buy the Switch for offline games. I bought the Switch because of the great games with both portable and at-home functionality.
We believe the Switch is the console of the future. The Xbox and PlayStations will eventually get smaller, hopefully to the point where they become easily portable, and hopefully we'll see the ARM chips continue to develop. Although, when you think about where cell phones were 10 years ago to where they are now and where the Switch is, the change is unbelievable. The Pro Controller.
And we're back to not having functions in the titles again. 10 things you didn't know your Nintendo Switch could do. One of them being plug a controller into the USB port. Who knew?
You heard that right. We know you know about the Pro Controller. Some of you may even know it as the $70 plastic accessory.
Well, yeah, it's pretty expensive for a controller, especially since the one I got for my computer was 20 quid.
Nevertheless, this video is about things you don't know.
About the Nintendo Switch.
And we promise to deliver on that.
What a broken promise.
First thing you should know, this controller is a must-buy. If you played with the Switch's standard Joy-Con controllers, you know that they're solid. However, they're not fully prepared for the gaming long haul, if you know what we mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. As long as you look after your stuff, it should last. And judging by the sound of your voice, you sound much older than me. And I'm only 18, and I can easily look after a controller. Can't you?
And that's where the Pro Controller comes in.
Or looking after your own equipment.
The Rumble Pack effect is very strong, excellent vibration, which is what we're looking for in a Rumble Pack.
I don't know anyone who uses a controller who actually uses vibration when they're playing with the controller. It's just annoying to deal with, and sometimes feels uncomfortable.
A nice, firm vibration. It also has NFC, which is a great way to connect to the Switch.
Yeah, but the controller that we get given with the Switch has that too, doesn't it? You're showing that in the picture.
If not, at least there's the consolation that your hard-earned dollars won't become technologically obsolete relatively soon.
What?
And lastly, perhaps you did know about the aforementioned, but did you know about the hidden message?
Does it say install Minecraft Story Mode?
Yep, on the right joystick, when pressed downward fully, a hidden message reads, "Thanks to all game fans."
Well, that's cute. Still not worth 70 quid though.
We can appreciate that. After all, we did just spend $70 on a piece of plastic that just so happens to be amazing. Many agree that it was money well spent.
Nintendo dick suckers.
Hidden Facebook. As we all know, the Switch does not have an internet browser. Many have lamented this fact, while others remain hopeful that such a feature will be introduced soon.
Well, yeah, browsing the internet on my Switch would be pretty cool. Watching YouTube on my Switch would be pretty cool. They did it for the 3DS. They did it for the Wii. I don't see why it wouldn't be on the Switch.
However, as with all operating systems, the Switch has got a flaw. Many thanks and shoutouts to our fellow internet sleuths for cracking the case. While we don't have the full internet browser, we do have access to Facebook, which for many is good enough. Follow along. What we do is head over to the user settings, then tap posting to social media, and bear with us, tap link. Tapping link will take you to your Facebook login page, and from here, you can navigate to all your Facebook needs.
I tried it myself with both Facebook and Twitter. It works.
Based on this flaw, we know that there are other loopholes available. There has to be. This problem is so common we find it on most mobile apps. Given the volume of data on the Switch, we're certain another loophole exists. Question is, who's gonna find it? If it's you, or you've just found it, post in the comments section below and tell us about it. I'm sure there are plenty of people who'd love to turn their Switch into their do-it-all machine. Keyboard compatible.
Oh hey, an actual feature again. That's 2 now, right?
This one you may or may not know about, but we figured to include it because it's an extension of what we were saying earlier, the whole thing about consoles of the future. In case you didn't know, your Switch is more than a Game Boy, or even a modern-day Game Boy for that matter, as yes, it is keyboard compatible. You have USBs on the docking cradle, so it does indeed need to be docked, but it's not a big deal. When you think about it, the fact that the Switch is keyboard compatible is pretty remarkable.
No, it's not.
We know the Switch can be used as a communication device via messaging, etc., but there's not much that would really prevent the Switch from becoming a full-scale iPhone. Throw an antenna, camera, a little software lift, and bam, you've got the holy grail. In case you didn't know, it has a freaking capacitive screen like the iPhone. But here's what we want to know. Does the Switch represent the console or gaming style of the future? Think about it. As technology innovates and becomes smaller, could the Xboxes become Switch-sized? There's a lot to be said about portability. We all have to admit, the Wii was ahead of its time. Maybe the Switch will be the same. Calibration.
Okay, 2 for 2. Let's see how this one goes.
We put this one in for the more advanced gamer.
And for people who are having problems with their stuff.
That's right, you can calibrate your Joy-Cons or your Pro Controller using the built-in calibration tool.
Well yeah, anyone who has wireless stuff would realise something like this would actually exist to stop any kind of problems with their controllers.
While on the surface this feature may seem insignificant, it's a helpful tool for the advanced user. One reason the calibration tool is important is because the seasoned gamers will remember the Nintendo 64 3-pronged controller very well, and they may also remember that if the controller was plugged in with the stick slightly askew, the controller aiming would be slightly skewed. Another reason it's important is because we all have been that guy, or at least know the guy, who refuses to admit that they suck, insisting instead that the hardware is faulty. While
Then stop being a faggot about it and get good. Scrub.
glitches do exist, one way to nip that hardware excuse in the bud is to inform your fellow gamer as they begin to complain about the controller that they can calibrate their controller. Who knows, maybe they play better. Chances are they will not. Lastly, the calibration tool is especially important for those who have much larger or much smaller hands.
Well, the controller already is pretty small and my hands are quite fucking big. So, I don't see people with small hands having a problem, and from my personal experience with these giant fucking hands of mine, I still have no problem. It works fine.
Calibrating the joystick to suit your specific needs can help in those instances. Wii Remote?
That's a question, not a function.
We mentioned earlier that the Wii was ahead of its time. It's just a fact, even though we don't see too many people jogging in place. Well, anyway, much like Blizzard and their love for Easter eggs, Nintendo has an affinity for Easter egg-ish things, and they like to use them in their products. Don't get us started on the Easter eggs in Mario. Endless. However, one example of this on the Switch was the hidden message of the Pro Controller that we told you about earlier.
Get on with it.
Another would be the fact that the Joy-Con remotes can also be used as Wii remotes. Granted, these were cracked by World of Goo and they were using the remotes only to control the pointer on the screen, but you have to ask, why would the Joy-Cons have this functionality?
Because motion control. It detects the motion in the controller to figure out if it's looking up or down. And you have to center it with World of Goo. I've seen the videos of it.
The controllers pair via Bluetooth or NFC. Why would they have the pointers? Since the hack works without the TV bar.
It's not a hack. It's motion control. Do your fucking research.
We believe Nintendo's spatial awareness tech has improved exponentially, that's all. Whatever the reason, we think it's pretty cool.
I got told something one time. It was along the lines of, if you don't know about anything, don't talk about anything. I guess TheGamer didn't learn this.
Much like the Wii maintaining relevance, we can only assume the Switch is similar. We bet Nintendo's next product will have some sort of reference to the Switch.
It's sad that they think that the pointer is actually a feature, not motion control, and that it's actually hidden in the Switch as an Easter egg.
Well, that's it for us.
Oh, finally.
What did you think?
Shit.
Did we make any embarrassing blunders?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Let us know in the comments section below. We think the Nintendo Switch is pretty incredible. But tell us what you think. If you enjoyed this video, check out similar ones in our channel playlist. Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Not like liking or disliking matters anymore with this. So yeah, that's where that stupid video ends. Thank God. Oh, it was painful to go through. As you can see, I'm trying new things out for the channel. That just bugged me. I had to make a video on it. And I'm a fish out of water in this place. Maybe I'll make more videos like this, maybe I won't. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to take the Phantom as a channel. And, you know, I'm open for a critique. I'll see what people want. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what I do, then, you know, like it. I won't hide it. Dislike if you didn't, but if you're going to dislike, at least please tell me why. And, you know, I'll take it.